Hi everyone, Lori Whitlock here. Welcome to the YouTube channel today. In this video we're going to be putting together this cute twist pop card die set that I have at your local scrapbook store. It's an iCrafter die that I have partnered with iCrafter to create, and this is what the die set looks like, and this is the cute card that you can make with it. Look how fun that is. And then this little piece is completely customizable. You can put lots of different words on it. Think of B-Day or love, or we've got fall on this one, but any four-letter word you can put on this cute card. Or you could just do icons. It'd be cute just to embellish this with our fall leaves or something as well, and decorate the outside of the card with the lettering. So you can get creative and make all sorts of combinations with this fun die. It's a great die to have on hand, and I think you'll get lots of multiple uses out of it. So when you're making this card, you're going to want to cut two of this piece right here. This is that pop-up mechanism that has each of the four panels on it. And you'll also want to cut two of this piece here, and this is going to get glued to each other so that it creates one big lever mechanism for us in the middle of our card. So other than that, you're going to need a card base. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. When you double that, that makes it 11 inches in length. So an 11 by 4 1/4, and then just fold it in half. That's going to create your card base. Of course, you could put this in the middle of different card shapes. You can see that the mechanism here doesn't fill up the entire length of this, so you could cut off about 3/4 of an inch on the height of that card and almost make it a square, or you could make it a full square if you did something like a 5 by 5 inch square would be darling. You can get creative and put this in other card shapes as well. So it's very versatile that way. So let's get busy putting this together. These are all the different pieces included. We've got leaves and acorns and a hello fall lettering. So here's our hello, here's our fall lettering. And these leaves are really pretty. They've got some embossing, stitching looking die cuts into them. So it looks like real fall leaves, like the veins in the leaves. And then we've got the acorns with a cute little stitched edge on those as well. So they just look really, really cute when they're cut out. Go ahead and move all of these things off to the side so we can start assembling this card. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and take this piece and rotate one of them around. And you can see that there's two glue tabs here, and we're just going to tuck those underneath each other and glue those together to make one long panel. And inside of our card you can see, let me pull that back out, how this folds like a W, so, or like an M, I guess, if you're looking at it that way, and like a W if you're looking at it from the bottom. But it's basically a valley fold and a mountain fold and a valley fold. So the center is going to pop up and those two sides are going to push down. So before we start folding it, let's go ahead and glue those two pieces together right here. Let's put some adhesive on those, and you want them to be on the back side, so you'll just want to tuck those behind each other, just like so, and make sure that the lines line up perfectly so that your piece will fold properly. You can give that a good little press with the burnishing tool. And we'll let that dry for just a moment. And while that's drying, we're going to do the same thing with this piece here. We're just going to take that, rotate it around, and we're going to glue those back to back on those glue tabs. And if you can't see them very well, you go ahead and locate those and fold them a little bit. They're a small little tab there at the end of one side of this piece. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do the same thing, putting adhesive down that line. And we're going to tuck them under each other, just like so, lining them up right along the line again. Give that a good press, and we'll let that dry. Meanwhile, let's go back to our first piece, and we're going to create our folds. So we're going to fold the center line up and these two side lines just like so. So we've got our M or our W shape that looks like that. That's the way it's going to lay inside of the card. So at this point, we can go ahead and embellish this with our fall lettering in our covering panels. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back side of my covering panel. Let's see, if we space it like that, that will kind of evenly distribute the solids and the patterns and the blues. Okay, so that gives us our little inside piece there. Let's go ahead and put our fall lettering on. If you'll notice in this other card, we've done a shadow out of a white or a cream color behind each letter. If you'd like to do that, feel free to do that at this point. You'd want to cut 2 of each letter, and then you just want to layer those on top of each other, slightly offset, just something like that. For this video, I'm just going to go ahead just to save some time and just glue each of our yellow fall lettering right on these pieces. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on these and just put them in place. I feel like I got a little too much glue on that one. Just going to wipe a little bit of that off. We'll just center each of these letters in their spaces. Yeah, a little glue under that, it looks like. Make sure we get it on the right side of the letter. And if you'll notice on this other example, we embellished with some acorns on each panel. This would be a great time to do that if we wanted to put a few acorns on. That's completely up to you how you'd like to embellish this, but you could just go ahead and put some of those on. You'll notice each of these leaves fit nicely on the panels as well. So if you wanted to do leaves instead of the lettering, you could do that as well. It's just another idea. Let's do maybe one of these on this panel. Okay, so now we have that center panel ready to go. Let's go over to our mechanism and get that working properly. In order to get this working properly, we're going to take our entire piece and fold it back right down the middle. So just locate that center score line and just fold right down that line, and we'll give that a good press. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to locate these side angled score lines. We're going to fold those in towards the center in both directions. And that should complete our mechanism. We want it to be able to do this in the end. And that is what's going to glue in the middle of our card. So when we open our card, those levers pull out. So let's just go ahead and fold that back up and grab our card base. And you can just kind of center this and make sure that that middle piece there is just in the center of your card so that it will close when you want it to close and open. And then just center it horizontally here as well. We'll go ahead and put some adhesive on that. Give that a good coat. We don't want it to come loose. And then I'm just simply going to shut the card and get that to glue down, and then we'll flip it over and do the same thing on this side. We just want to make sure to get adhesive only in this triangle space because we don't want anything else to stick down like this panel here. We want that to be free moving. Okay, so that completes our card base. That's the mechanism that we want in the middle of our card base. And you'll notice how there's rounded corners here and here. These two end panels should line right up with those rounded corners so you know exactly where to glue them. So I'm just going to put adhesive right in that space on each of these. You don't want to go past that line. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put our F corner up in this corner and our L down in this corner. Makes it really easy to glue everything in place. And our card should be working. You've got to play with it just a little bit to get it working the very first time. But once you get it working, it works really nicely. You can just kind of train that twist to happen. Okay, and make sure you use good sturdy cardstock for both the card base and that card mechanism so that everything will work nicely. Okay, so at this point it's just time to embellish the cover or the front of the card a little bit, or the inside. You could go to town adding flower or leaves inside if you'd like and decorate that more. I think we'll just go ahead and add a little hello to the front of our card, but it'd also be really cute to add that hello on the inside of the card. Something like this that says hello fall when you open it up. That's darling too if you wanted to just do like a flower collage or a leaf collage on the outside of the card. Here's what we've done on this card, just a little hello with some leaves and a little acorn. So let's just take our hello lettering and glue it down. This is where I absolutely love to see what you guys do with my dies. You come up with lots of fun and creative ideas that I can't even come up with. I just can take it so far, and then you guys do all the fun things by adding other twists on the idea, which I love to see. Let's just do our little hello. And then we'll do a little collage of leaves below. Come on, tape runner. And coordinate with me. Cooperate with me, I mean. And we'll add that one under there. Let's see. Can tuck another leaf in there. I actually like it how it is, so we're just going to leave it there. But hello, and then we've got our cute fall that pops open. So much fun. I love this card. You've got all these fun fall embellishments to embellish it with, but like I said, you can embellish this and create this cute pop-up with all sorts of icons on it. You could put pictures on it. Lettering, different letters. You could use it for birthday or a thank you card. Just lots of fun ways to embellish it. So I hope you have fun making this cute pop-up card. Here's a couple of examples of how it looks in different colors. And I hope you enjoy making this and that you have fun with this die and that you can find it at your local store or online to purchase. Please leave us any comments here on this YouTube channel if you have any questions or would like to show us what you are creating. We're always loving to see what you create with our files and with our dies over on the Lori Whitlock Facebook page. You have a great day, and I will see you all in another video. Bye-bye.